Did you know the Christmas story didn't start in a manger in Bethlehem? It didn't even start with the angel Gabriel visiting Mary. The very first hint of Christmas, the first whisper of a Savior, actually happened thousands of years earlier, right at the beginning of everything. In the Garden of Eden. It sounds crazy, right? But let's rewind the tape all the way back to Genesis chapter 3. Adam and Eve have just disobeyed God. It's a moment of heartbreak and failure. The perfect world is broken. And in this moment of darkness, you'd expect nothing but judgment, but that's not what happens. Instead, God speaks a promise. He's speaking to the serpent, the tempter, and he says something that changes the course of human history. In Genesis 3 verse 15, God declares that one day, an offspring, a seed of the woman, will come, and this descendant will crush the serpent's head. Think about that phrase, seed of the woman. Biologically, a child comes from the seed of the man. This unique wording points to a miraculous birth unlike any other. This is what theologians call the proto-evangelium, a fancy word that just means the first gospel or the first good news, right after the fall. At humanity's lowest point, God didn't abandon us. He immediately put a rescue plan into motion. He promised a champion, a hero who would come from a woman and deliver a fatal blow to the enemy who brought sin and death into the world. This promise is the tiny acorn from which the mighty oak of the Christmas story grows. Every prophecy, every law, every story in the Old Testament points back to this single, powerful promise made in the garden. The seed of the woman is Jesus Christ. His birth to the Virgin Mary fulfilled this ancient prophecy. His life, death, and resurrection were the ultimate crushing of the serpent's head, defeating sin and death for good. So, this Christmas, when you see a nativity scene, remember that the story is much older and grander than you might think. It's a story of a promise made in the shadow of a forbidden tree and fulfilled in the light of a star over Bethlehem. The hope of Christmas began in Eden. Thanks for watching. If this gave you a new perspective on the Christmas story, hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.